Good morning, students. मैं रामपाल प्रजापत फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रिकल डिपार्टमेंट इन SDIT दोसा। डियर स्टूडेंट, आज के इस लेक्चर में हम स्टडी करेंगे पावर सिस्टम और टॉपिक इज इंडक्टेंस कैलकुलेशन इन ट्रांसमिशन लाइन। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, वी हैव टू नो पैरामीटर्स ऑफ ए ट्रांसमिशन लाइन। ए ट्रांसमिशन लाइन ऑफर three parameters: resistance, inductance, and capacitance. We know that a transmission line is nothing but is a conductor. So a conductor has its resistance and inductance is due to the current flowing through this conductor, and capacitance is due to charge separation. Resistance is the property of conductor which oppose the flow of current. Its value depends on length of the wire, cross section of the wire, and type of the material. Length of the wire means as the length of the wire increase, resistance of the wire also increase. It means R is directly proportional to L, and R is inversely proportional to the cross sectional area. It means when the cross section of wire increase, the resistance of the wire decrease. Third is type of material. A material has its resistivity. Different material have different resistivity. So the value of resistance depends on the material. Second parameter is capacitor. A capacitor stores energy in the form of electric field. Capacitance is the property of capacitor, which is a measure of charge stored in the form of electric field. It means a capacitor stores energy in the form of electric field and it opposes the sudden change in voltage. Capacitance is denoted by C and its unit is farad. Relation between C, Q and V is C is equal to Q upon V. Our third parameter is inductor. What is inductance? Inductance is defined as the flux linkage with the line per unit current flowing through it. It means inductance of a conductor or wire depends on the flux produced per unit current. It is given as R is equal to phi upon I. Means if I is the current and phi the flux link with the line, then inductance of the line is given as L is equal to phi upon I. The unit of inductance is Henry. To calculate inductance, it is important to determine flux linkage with the conductor. Flux linkage with the conductor is due to two reasons. First is flux linkage inside the conductor. Flux linkage inside the conductor is due to its own current flowing through the conductor. Second is flux linkage outside the conductor. This outer flux is due to the current flowing in another conductor or nearby conductor. So, due to flow of current, there will be a magnetic field, and this field cut the conductor. We assume a long straight conductor with uniform current density and having radius r. Now the flux linkage inside the conductor. We consider a conductor of radius r which carry a current of I ampere at a distance x from the center of this conductor. The magnetic field intensity is H. So the internal inductance per meter is given as phi internal upon I, that is mu upon 8 pi. Unit is Henry per meter. If the relative permeability of the conductor is 1, that is for a ferromagnetic material such as copper and aluminium, then the inductance per meter will be L internal is equal to mu 0 upon 8 pi, where mu 0 is permeability of air and its value is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Now the value is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 7. Second is flux linkage outside the conductor. To find the flux linkage external to a conductor, we will consider the portion of flux between 2 points P1 and P2 that lie at distance D1 and D2 from the center of the conductor. Then total external flux linkage per meter can be found by integration, that is I external is equal to phi external upon I. So the value is mu upon 2 pi ln d2 upon d1. Unit is Henry per meter. Now inductance of a single phase 2-wire transmission line. We know that a single phase 2-wire transmission line consists of 2 wires. The total inductance of a line per unit length in the transmission line is the sum of the internal inductance and the external inductance. So the internal inductance is mu upon 8 pi and external inductance is mu upon 2 pi ln d upon r. By symmetry, the total inductance of the other line is the same. Therefore, total inductance of a 2-wire transmission line is L is equal to mu upon pi cos 1 upon 4 plus ln d upon r, where r is the GMR. What is GMR? GMR is geometric mean radius. For a solid conductor, GMR is 0.7788 times the radius of conductor, and d is the distance between the conductors. Now, the inductance of a 3-phase overhead line. In a 3-phase transmission line, the inductance of each conductor is considered instead of loop inductance. The conductor of a 3-phase overhead line may be placed symmetrical or unsymmetrical. In a 3-phase transmission line, conductors are placed either symmetrically or unsymmetrically. In symmetrical spacing, a 3-phase line space between any two conductors is the same, and line is called symmetrical line. Figure shows the conductor of a 3-phase line. Conductor has a radius of r meter and spacing between the conductors is d meter, as shown in figure. Under balanced 3-phase phasor current, the algebraic sum of current in the conductor is 0. So the current sum of the currents in each phase, that is IA plus IB plus IC is equal to 0. The flux linkage of the conductor AR phi A, that is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 IA ln 1 upon dA plus ln 1 upon dAB plus IC ln 1 upon dAC. Inductance of conductor A is given as LA is equal to phi A upon IA, that is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln D upon R dash, where R dash is 0.77 R. Unsymmetrical spacing. In case of unsymmetrical spacing, distance between two conductors of a transmission line is not equal, as shown in figure. Now, let the space between them be DAB, DBC and DC. We consider spacing between two conductors as DAB, DBC and DCA, and the current flowing through the conductors IA, IB, IC respectively as shown in figure. So the flux linkage of a conductor is phi A is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 IA ln 1 upon R dash plus IB ln 1 upon D12 plus IC ln 1 upon D31 Weber into Tesla per meter. Inductance of each conductor is L is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln 3 root D12, D23 and D31 upon R dash. Bundled conductors. What are the bundled conductors? Bundled conductors are set of conductors in each phase. It means a bundled conductor is a conductor made up of two or more subconductors, and it is used as one phase conductor. Line of 400 kV and higher voltage use bundled conductors because a bundled conductor reduces current density in the line, so the maximum power can be transferred through the transmission line. Subconductors of a bundled conductor are separated from each other by a constant distance varying from 0.2 to 0.6 meter depending upon designed voltage and surrounding conditions throughout the length of the wire with the help of spacers. Means bundled conductors are nothing but are the set of conductors of a phase, and these conductors are separated by spacers with uniform distance. There are some advantages of bundled conductors. First is it reduces corona loss. What is corona loss? Corona loss is due to charging of surrounding air in high voltage transmission lines during weathering conditions. It is due to high current density in the line. So, a bundled conductor reduces the current density in the wire, that reduces ionization of surrounding air, which reduces corona loss. Second is it reduces radio interference. Radio interference is due to magnetic effect of the line. Magnetic effect is due to current in the line. So, bundled conductor reduces the current in the line, which reduces the inductance of the line. So, interference is also reduced. Third is bundled conductor line transmit bulk power, which reduces losses. thereby giving increased transmission efficiency. As earlier discussed that a set bundle conductor is a set of conductors which reduce current density in a conductor of a set of conductors, so we can transmit bulk power, more power with reduced losses. So when losses will reduce, then efficiency of transmission line also increase. Next is bundled conductor line have a higher capacitance to neutral, so they have higher charging current which helps in improving power factor. Means a bundled conductor reduce inductance of the line but it increase capacitance value which improve the power factor. Next is by bundling the GMR is increased, the inductance per phase is reduced. As a result, the reactance per phase is reduced. When we use bundle conductor, GMR is increased. GMR is geometric mean radius of the conductor increase because conductors are spaced. So, due to increase in GMR, inductance also reduced. Result is reactance reduced and efficiency of the line increased. Thank you for today's class. Ask for any query.